Check, please.
Welcome back to Everything Money. Over the years, we've been very anti the concept of cryptocurrencies, the amount of them that are coming out, and all the projections, what everyone thinks how wonderful they're going to be. Paul, the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, just said that we need new rules to be implemented to regulate crypto. We sort of said this might be a possibility. Mo, you know, you've been nodding along for a couple of years about this concept. Mm-hmm. So what does all this mean if I'm a crypto holder, if I'm a huge crypto fan? They're probably not watching this. At this point, they're probably not watching us. Not. But there are people that have spoken to us, Paul, normal people that think diversification of their portfolio includes cryptocurrency.
Great, diversify your portfolio, buy a bag. That's an asset. Why don't you diversify into that? It's an asset.
And my opinion is that I said this the other day to somebody. I do see dog poop as having more of a value than cryptocurrency because there's a tangible asset there.
So here's the deal.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I do look at it that way. It's a tangible asset. And if everything hits the fan, and I go to you and I say,
the dog shit hits the fan,
you can fertilize your grass with this. I'll sell this to you for 50 cents. You'll give me 50 cents.
So
if you want that flower to grow.
Seth called me recently and said, Paul, you were right. You said that eventually the U.S. government would create its own crypto. Now it's happening. I'm like, well, before we start giving me accolades, I'm right. All I did was think to myself, okay, if I'm the U.S. government and all these 17-year-old prepubescent little nerds are buying crypto, and I don't want them to overtake my currency, what would I do? Very simple. Create my own crypto. That's it. Done. Now, people say, well, no, it's not independent. Well, I don't see much crypto being independent right now. In fact, I've now heard for the only time friends of mine saying that they knew people who use crypto, it was to buy drugs, which was the original intention of Bitcoin, which is to do like black market things.
Illicit thing.
Which at the end of the day, it's still there to transfer then into US dollars or whatever currency. And I'm hearing things like El Salvador accepted the Bitcoin.
Yeah. And
now they're having troubles with it. El Salvador did it purely to say, listen, we're struggling. Let's get some sort of investment here. Let's accept crypto. Manish Prabrai, we did an interview with them. We have a 4-part interview. Go watch it. He personally believes that the crypto market is going to zero. I'm not going to say I agree with him on that one. I think it'll be closer to zero than where it is today at some point in the future. Am I right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But everybody tells me there's a tangible value to crypto, and it's in the technology. My question is, do you need crypto to have the technology? The answer is no. You can have the technology without the crypto. So where's the crypto's use then? Somebody will tell me, no, you're wrong. Okay, then I'm wrong. Yeah. Great, then go for it. All I know is that the last time I checked, whenever 15, 16, 17-year-old boys next door all have an investment idea, it tends to do very poorly. And it was supposed to be a hedge. Tell me how the hedge of crypto has gone. So look at stocks in the last year versus crypto. It's the exact same thing.
It's funny. Powell did say in his speech yesterday, he said, we need to figure out a way that when we do make crypto a part of effectively the U.S. economy, it's going to become just a different form of the U.S. dollar. We need to be able to control how the volatility works because we've seen it send prices all over the place. It's not really a hedge. That's
hedge means like
volatility that's happening.
Yeah, hedge means like, oh, as one thing falls, this one's going to go up.
Yep.
That hasn't happened with crypto. Because last time I checked, crypto is up, 20 times or 15 times in the last 2 years, and the stock market's up. Yeah, come on, they go not one for one, but it's when one's up, the other one's up. It's like that's not a hedge.
Yeah, last November when the cryptos are doing really well, there were some YouTubers saying that when El Salvador decided to adopt Bitcoin, this was monumental, one of the first dominoes to fall. And sure enough, they haven't yet. They're asking Binance to help them. They're postponing things. It's already not working. Now, what does this mean for crypto holders, Paul? Because a lot of people find us after they have fallen victim to listening to a lot of other experts out there.
So what do you mean by what does it mean?
I mean, if I'm still holding this, again, we still meet people, like I said, that they think that diversification is a great thing. It has to include a crypto thing, a crypto portfolio. And my argument to you for years has been, whether you believe in it or not, if a bunch of people believe in it, it can get enacted and popular and money can be made on it.
So let's look at El Salvador. This is the GDP of El Salvador. In 2020, it is currently $26 billion. $26 billion. Okay? This is the GDP of Ohio in 2020. $591 billion.
Oh, just Ohio. There's 12 million people here.
So, yeah. When you
Yay, El Salvador picked up GDP for Bitcoin.
So that's another thing. I
adorable.
look at that and I say, I think there's another. I think it may have been Mexico. I might be wrong in saying this, but we're looking at countries, and it's nothing if you're from El Salvador or whatever, but these are the countries that are going to lead this currency to be the greatest thing ever.
Don't mock El Salvador. Don't mock El Salvador. Their GDP was what Ohio does in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so here's another article. Sam, here's another article on my computer. 6 months in, El Salvador's Bitcoin gamble is crumbling. Interviews with citizens, it's not working.
Well, I don't know what that means, working versus not working. It could very well be working better than the citizens are saying. There's a lot of things that could be happening. All I know is, to me, it could work great. It's El Salvador. No offense to those who live in Salvador. I just look at the numbers going, it is 1/20th the size of Ohio, not even 1/20th the size of Ohio in terms of GDP. So what you get with their software is everything you've seen. You get it all on your mobile phone, all on desktop, and you get everything you see here. The 8 pillars that you saw, retirement calculator, all the financial statements that were on that page, stock analyzer tool, which you'll see at the end of this video, 8 pillars portfolio. This allows you to put up to 50 companies in one portfolio and see how they look all combined together. Exclusive video content every day. Seth, Mo, and I record and release videos just geared towards our users, only on the phone, only on the website. Watch list. This is the best part. You find a stock you like, let's say Amazon, but you want to buy it at 2,000. You set a watch list, notify me when it goes below 2,000. Boom, you get notification, email, done. All the other things coming soon, but the biggest thing we do, guys, is right up here. This EM community chat. There are over 6,000 people in this chat. 2 ways to sign up, everythingmoney.com or patreon.com for the international users. We're adding data to this every single month, every single quarter, making it better. Sign up, $1 per day.
When El Salvador officially made Bitcoin legal in 2021, Jose Bonilla was one of the first citizens to sign up. He runs a shoe store. He was excited about taking payments. And of course, here comes technical glitches. He can't accept payments. The shoe shine wore off. His list of complaints was the only available Bitcoin ATM was too far away. The government helpline was slow. The price was too volatile. He lost a 25-day transaction from a customer to technical issues and never heard back from these wallet companies. And so now a guy...
By the way, that's a one-off story. So in defense, that could be just one time and it could be working well for other people. However, I go back to it's El Salvador. I'm not impressed by that. I'd be impressed if some major, and if I were El Salvador throwing a Hail Mary, that's exactly what I would do. All right, let's do this. Let's get to let's get a lot of investment here. Let's accept crypto as a major player here. Boom, let's go. Let's try it. Why? We have $26 billion in GDP. What do we stand to lose here?
So much like an anecdotal story that I just said about someone having real problems with Bitcoin down there, the champions of crypto were using El Salvador as, this lightning rod that was going to really start pushing companies over. And I guess, Paul, you're not very surprised this isn't working already. Again,
I'm not saying that that's the big aha. The big aha to me was El Salvador. What's the slowest GDP? What's the smallest GDP of any state? Smallest GDP of any state in
Rhode
U.S.
Island or something.
What was it?
Probably Rhode Island or something like that.
Well, yeah, but how much is it? It's probably 12. It's probably bigger than that. Let's see here. Expand statistic. The smallest state is Vermont. It's still bigger than El Salvador. The smallest GDP is $32.8 billion, and it's Vermont, right here at the bottom. The biggest, $3 trillion, and it's California. Ohio is $675 right now. Oh, in 2020 dollars. That was $2012 before. So in 2020 dollars, it's $675. $675 billion in Ohio. I mean, listen, I don't get it. Doesn't mean that it couldn't work, but I don't see any intrinsic value to Bitcoin, to any crypto, especially when they can create a new one we do a show every 6 months and it'd be 4,000 cryptos, 6,000 cryptos, 10,000 cryptos. It's like, so what makes one better than the other? It's supply and demand, guys.
What Powell said yesterday, he's like, we need to make this work with the central banks. We need to make it dollar conversions. And all this is saying to me is this is going to be the same thing as a US dollar. It's just going to be called something different. That's it. And once that
Charlie
happens,
Munger says we have a digital currency. It's called your bank account.
And once that's done, everything else is going to be mostly obsolete because you're going to go to the most trusted one, the most accepted one.
You're going to go one backed by the U.S. government.
Format. That's when you actually have true technology that is proven and is going to be accepted and is viable and is going to be taxed the hell out of as usual. So,
I mean, Paul, I'm going to ask a question that I already know, but it's for our viewers. When you say, I don't get it, someone would say, well, why don't you educate yourself on what there is or not to get? But what do the best investors in the world do when they say, I don't get it?
They avoid it.
They move on.
They move on. There's too many things out there to understand. So why would you try? Like, and I look at it this way, like relationship. If you meet somebody and in a matter of a week or two, you're like, I just don't get along with this person. Would you stay with them just because like, well, it could be the best relationship in the world? No, just move on. Move on. You should treat your investments like a relationship. You have a limited amount of money and you have a limited amount of investment decisions to make. Make them good ones. One of the biggest criticisms I get is, Paul, you don't take enough risks. You don't do enough investments. No, I probably do too many. My money is finite. I have finite money. We work too much upstairs to go make money. So when I'm going to go invest in, I'm going to do it in something I really understand and really believe in. I'm not going to go throw pickles to the wall and watch them and hope that one flies down faster than the other one. Reference to what movie?
I don't remember.
Wasn't it Billy Madison? When they threw the pickles on the wall, on the window, and they watched it come down?
That's not a good investing strategy.
Or was it Happy Gilmore? I don't remember which one was it. Either way, the point is just avoid it. If you don't get it, avoid it. I know it's hard to understand to do, but it just takes discipline. It takes this community of investors that we're all in. They all sit there and talk. By the way, there are people in that community who believe in crypto and they think I'm wrong. Great. They think I'm wrong. There's a crypto chat in here where people can talk about their cryptocurrencies. More power to them. I just don't buy into it. And I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, guess I'm going to sleep at night. Just like this. And sometimes I'll go like this. And then my dog licks my face, I'll go like this.
You know, it's funny, Paul. I pulled up the crypto chat in our Everything Money chat, and the first article is the same one of the same ones I just looked at. El Salvador's Bitcoin gamble has become a complete mess. So
listen, again, I don't know that article. I don't know who wrote it. I'm going to defend them and say maybe it's not as big a mess, and it's just for media purposes. I have no idea, but I haven't heard anybody El Salvador come out and saying, "Look how successful this has been." Mm-hmm. You would think they would have done that and had been successful.
That's our take. I know we keep saying a lot of the same things. We want to be consistent, and so when all this falls and turns in the other side of the pendulum, we can be consistently saying the same things, and we could be wrong. In fact, we've noted that we might be wrong on a majority of our trades and day trades, but the mindset is not wrong, and we're just following the greats. We're just basically reciprocating what they've already said over the past 100 years. So if this speaks to you, join the community, watch more of our videos, final thumbs up. We'll see you next time.